Hi, thank you for joining us. My name is Nancy Boboda. I'm with Starry Real Estate, and we are at FLORA BELLA Farms in Three Rivers, California. Dawn Birch is the owner of FLORA BELLA Farms, and she would like to tell you about the property.
Good afternoon. Thank you for visiting us. We have a 10-acre organic farm that's been the Birch Farm for 35 years. And we are moving on to a new adventure, so we're putting the property up for sale. It's a marvelous opportunity for someone else to live their dream now. I'd like to show you around. This is a location where we had plans to build an office with a bathroom and a storage room. The plans have been approved, submitted to the county. Everything's approved. There's a septic tank in. There's actually 3 electrical panels on the property, and one of them is for this. So here's a structure that can be built. Planning department's all in on it. Permits are all paid for.
Go ahead.
This is a pretty iconic building. In the days before vehicles, when people came up to the park in stagecoaches, there was a hotel here. And they would stop, and this was the blacksmith shop. And they would stay in the hotel overnight, and the blacksmith would take care of the horses' hooves, and in the morning they would proceed up to the park. This now is one of our storage buildings. Now we're at a second building site. James and I had planned to build an off-grid, I think it's a 1,200 square foot house in this location. We were a little bit younger then. And it has the septic in. It has the most beautiful view up canyon of Sequoia Park. And we just didn't get it done, but
the permits are approved and ready to build as soon as escrow closes.
Okay, go ahead. We're here at one of the holding ponds on this water-rich land, and Dawn is going to talk to us a little bit about all the water rights.
well, FLORA BELLA Farms is part of the Brundage Ditch, which is a 165-year-old ditch. Water rights were challenged. I believe it was in the 1930s or 1940s. The hearings went to the highest courts in California, and the Brundage Ditch won. These are extremely old water rights, so they're very secure. What this means is that the Brundage Ditch is the first to pull water out of the Sequoia River. Our property, we get 7.5% of what's pulled, and that could equal about 100 acre feet a year. The cost of this is anywhere between $750 and $1,500 a year. And we also have 2 wells. One well, they're both domestic wells. One well produces 80 gallons a minute, which is one of the highest producing wells in the community. The other well produces about 6 to 8 gallons a minute, and that's what we use for our home, and we share it with our neighboring property, and they use it for their home as well. And there's never been any issues with that.
We're at the second holding pond. Dawn, are there any fish in here?
Actually, there's quite a few fish in there. The fish are carried down out of the river through the ditch, and they get into the pond, and then birds drop fish eggs in there too. We know we have a huge quantity of catfish in there, and actually when they were little babies, James used to come out and feed them catfish food. So we have a real healthy, if we fish, we catch and release. So, but this is our second holding pond. and it's been very effective for us.
We are standing here in front of one of the 7 high tunnels, and Dawn is going to explain what a high tunnel is.
A high tunnel is for starting your season early or extending your season late because you have more temperature control. We have 7 of them. This one I believe is 30 feet across, 90 feet long. As you can see, we have the sprinklers hanging above them. They're very, very useful. They're called a high tunnel because you can drive a tractor in and out. There's no ends on them. So there's a total of 7 on the property. They can remain, or if this isn't part of your dream, you can take them down, do something else with the land. Here we have another structure on the farm, permitted as an office storage. Has a full bath. It's a lovely space. Beautiful, relaxing views. At night it gets so dark. You can see so many stars. And hear the coyotes, the bullfrogs, the owls. It's an amazing adventure.
Come on into the rustic barn style. This is the gourmet kitchen.
The kitchen has 2 stainless steel sinks. This one is for dishes, dishwasher. This one is for produce, cleaning produce. We have great ventilation here. 2 exit vents. And this is a great workspace.
Beautiful Amish flooring, hardwood floor.
This is Amish hardwood Homer flooring. It's very durable. In here we have a laundry room and a full bath, bathtub and shower, back door. I want you to know that although the wood in this house, the beams look aged, they're not. James, before anything is used to build on Flora Bella, James likes to take the lumber and set it out for 3 to 6 months to age it before it's used for building. Have the granite floor. And this is a view of the neighboring cattle ranch. It's a 5,000 plus acre cattle ranch. And normally that's what we see, that 50 acre view of pasture. This door opens. The doors over there open. At night, the breeze comes downhill. During the day, the breeze goes uphill. And here we have the master bedroom. And here is the master bath. Full-size soaking tub. And here is how you enter your closet, which comes out in the bedroom. And as you can hear, this is a doggy door. There is an enclosed dog pen out here, and my little pups are having a fit. Now the upstairs is a separate unit. It has its own entrance. But of course, a spiral staircase could be installed to get upstairs from the downstairs if that was your need.
The views from up here are incredible.
I love this view.
All around too. I love the rocks up there.
This is the upstairs of the main house. It's actually a full unit because it has a little cooking area, a little refrigerator, a little sink, bathroom with a shower. And we also use this for guests who come to stay. It's the farm office right now.
Does the mini split?
Huh?
The mini split?
The mini split, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a very comfortable space.
Go ahead.
So Nancy, is there anything else we should mention about the property?
Well, yeah, there's 10 acres of flat usable land. Here in Three Rivers, a lot of the land is very steep and lots of mountains, and so there's not a lot of parking. With this property, there's so much flat land, there's so much you could do with it. It's beautiful. It's prime property, Three Rivers property.
It really is, and we're right across the North Fork Bridge from the main part of town, the restaurants and the little shops and everything. And Three Rivers is a walking community, and it's nice to walk over there and get a cup of soup or a sandwich or a soda from the store. This is a very unique piece. It's actually 10.2 acres, and it can be developed. We've talked to the county about developing, splitting it into 4 lots and putting a house and a guest house on each lot. That's easily done. It could be beautiful horse property, recreational property, event property. Whatever your dream is, if it's in a rural, mountainous, beautiful location, you could build it here in Three Rivers.